What is good, everyone? We have a 243 people on this call. I'm so beyond excited for this call. Go ahead and just drop the flag that you guys are in. I want to see where everybody is from, okay? Make sure that you guys turn off or turn on your guys' do not disturb because this is a call that you guys all definitely want to tune into. We have so many different amazing leaders coming together. It's going to be such a leadership rally, and it's so amazing to see everybody's different perspectives. I know we are all not usually on the same call, but it's amazing to have us all come together and unify, you guys. And this is just incredible to see all of the different types of leaders that we have in here. We all came from different backgrounds, and every single person in here deserves to be a leader, you guys. And so the very first person that I want to bring up today is a leader who has been a seven-figure earner in different companies, you guys, okay? He has gone through so many things, you guys, and he has came back stronger. He leads from his heart and he leads by example. This leader, you guys, has always been in the trenches with us. He's been working so closely with every single one of us, and he has an organization of thousands and thousands of people, you guys. He is our very own 250K affiliate. So, Ali, you have the mic.
Thank you so much, Arabella. I really appreciate you. It's been an honor working with you and just really learning a little bit more about you and your leadership style. Guys, light it up in the chat box. Let me know how excited you're feeling today for this webinar, guys. I am not going to continue until I see those flames and fire emojis, guys. And go ahead and thank Arabella for all of her fire signals that she's been sending us. Guys, drop some money bags in the chat box if you've been making some bread with Arabella. If you guys have been passing your challenges, getting to withdrawals, let's go, guys. A team that, eats together lasts forever. That's literally what I feel in my heart. And I'm super excited that we're all here today. Guys, let's also do something else. We're all going to be building businesses together for a very long time. Let's turn some cameras on. I want to see some beautiful faces. I see my brother out of Dallas, Texas, Nicholas Lau. How are you, bro? It's good to see you. Come on, guys. Let's get some cameras on. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. What's up, Gustavo? Big Gus in the house. Let's go, bro. Showing up no matter what. I see. Where are you at, bro? You in the gym? You getting a haircut? Let's go. Let's go. He's in the gym getting his workout in, guys, getting some sweat on Friday. I love it, guys. Let's keep your cameras on. Let's keep the vibes high. And, one of the main reasons why we're having this call, guys, let's get straight into it, is because I personally believe that mentorship and leadership is what changes the game for so many people. When I got started in this industry, I really didn't have any mentorship. All I had was the books that I had read, just trying to develop myself personally. Okay. I remember reading books from Tony Robbins, Gary Vaynerchuk. I mean, just reading all these different books, listening to podcasts by Tim Ferriss, and, just listening to Bob Proctor and Jim Rohn and all of these incredible people before I even knew I had a place in this industry. I was a student of personal development. And one of the reasons why I am the way I am today as a person is because of personal development. And you're going to be hearing from some people today who align with me on that, who believe that personal development is the only reason why they've made multiple 6 and 7 figures in this industry. And I feel like right now, guys, when I got started in Akashex almost a year ago, guys, I started in April of 2024. We had 1,078 members in our community. Guys, type 1078 in the chat box. I want this to resonate in your brain. I want you guys to type in 1078 in the chat box. Okay. 1078 is the amount of members we had in this amazing community. And during that time, we had people like Joel, Brent, Rich, Luis, the OGs of this brand at the very, very beginning, who were here when we were at 1078. Guys, fast forward a year later, guys, we're at almost 12,000 active members. Type in 12,000 in the chat box. Type in 12,000 in the chat box. 12K, 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 12K. Look at the growth that we've had in literally, and I wouldn't even say it was over 12 months. I mean, we probably had this growth since about July or August of last year. So what do you think was part of this, right? Part of it was, bringing new leaders, some new eyes onto the project. They fell in love with the technology. Are we maxed out? No, we're not maxed out. There's way more room left on this Zoom. Um, if you look at that growth, it constitutes to, transitioning leaders, new leaders looking at the company and getting excited about what we have to offer. But what really, really, really is going to change the game is when we can create new 50K affiliates, new 66-figure earners in the company. So guys, if you're on this call because you want to be part of the movement, you're here to take this brand from 12,000 people to 24,000 people, drop a 50K in the chat box, because everybody's goal on this call needs to be to become a 6-figure earner. And our goal for 2025 is to create 200 new, okay, I'm going to say that again, 200 new 50K affiliates inside this ecosystem, guys. I need to see more 50Ks in the chat box. That's not enough energy. I need to feel that we're aligned, that we're connected, and that you're on the same assignment as me, as us, as the leaders who are part of this one mission movement, okay? So we want to create 200 new 6-figure earners inside this organization, and we cannot do that without pouring into you. We cannot do that without making ourselves available and being servant leaders to help you guys get there. And one of the things that we need in order for that to happen is system. Now, I'm going to tell you guys a story about my journey in this industry and what really helped me scale. Okay. So when I got started in this industry, guys, I got enrolled into a guy's organization that I had a lot of respect for. I watched him. I saw what he did in the industry, and I was really blown away with how powerful that individual was. And when I got started in his team, I realized that this individual didn't have a system. There was no onboarding. There was no way for people to tap into something. There was no way for any type of leadership development. And for me, I was like, that's kind of, I felt like there was a hole. So I took initiative as someone who was brand new in the company. I was probably making like $2,000 a month at the time. And I took the initiative with a few of my friends, and we decided that we would just start doing onboarding calls every day. And we took initiative. We started doing onboarding calls every single day. Then those onboarding calls turned into mentorship calls. Next thing you know, we're doing meetings daily, onboardings daily, leadership trainings daily, mentorships daily. And I thought about this from a perspective of when I was a sales director, how would I tell my team leads to motivate their team? Every day they would have touch points with their sales team. If their sales team wasn't producing, they would take their sales team off the phone and they'd get them in a circle and they would inspire them to go out there and crush the goals they know they could crush. But that can't happen unless a system is in place. So something that we did, we got together as leaders and we came up with something incredible that will help all of you guys reach your 6-figure goals. So who can tell me in the chat box what system stands for? Can someone tell me in the chat box what it means? If anybody knows what system means, I'll be very impressed. And if nobody knows, it's fine. Yes, save yourself time, energy, and money. Okay? Save yourself time, energy, and money. Now, with the system that we're creating for you, I want to be very honest. It's not going to save me or any of the leaders that are part of the system anytime. It's not going to save us any energy. Okay? It's going to make us spend more time. It's going to make us spend more energy. But that means you get to save time. That means you get to save your energy, because rather you going out there and trying to figure things out on your own, we're going to guide you step by step, everything you need to do in order for you to win. So if you guys are excited to see this new call system that we've put in place, and guys, this is going to evolve over time. This is just a very infant stage. We're going to do this in progressions. First, we're going to start with like some team calls. We're going to have a weekly schedule, a monthly schedule. You guys are going to see what calls we're going to be doing every week. And then over time, all of these trainings, what's going to happen is every single training that we do, I'm going to show you guys the schedule here in a second. We're going to upload it into a One Mission YouTube channel. Okay, so you can always go back and watch these trainings and be inspired. And if you heard something amazing that Josh Amundsen said, you can go watch one of his trainings. If you heard Armin doing something incredible, you can go watch one of his trainings. If you heard, Andre Gordon doing something amazing, you can go back and watch one of his trainings. And so every single video that we do will be uploaded onto YouTube immediately. Now, in the next 4 to 6 weeks, We're going to build a team website, okay? And in this website, guys, there's going to be preset trainings, okay? Like example, if you onboard a new affiliate, how do you actually onboard them? How do you actually get that person onboarded? What are you supposed to do? What are they supposed to do in their first 72 hours? Okay. How are they going to hit 3 and free in their first 24 hours? How are they going to hit the 1K affiliate rank in their first 7 days? How are they going to hit 10K? How are they going to understand the art of inviting? How are they going to understand what it's like to create duplication in their organization? And these are all the things that we're going to teach you. This will be a bulletproof system. If you're on Candace Bird Davis's team, you're on my team. I love Candace Bird Davis. She's an amazing human being, and we're all one family together, and everyone will have access to this. We're not gatekeeping any information. This is for the entire Akashex to win with our system. We don't care who you're enrolled by. One team, one mission, one dream, one mission. That's the whole reason why we're called One Mission. Okay, guys, drop some 1Ms in the chat box if we're all on the same mission together and we're ready to go, guys. I want to see some 1Ms in the chat box. Light that thing up, because this is the movement that's going to change the entire industry. And I promise you guys right now, one thing that mentorship and leadership will do for you is completely change the trajectory of your life. I want you to understand that systematically, this is your turn and this is your time. Nobody is standing in the way of you accomplishing greatness but you. You have a group of leaders that are willing to run through a brick wall for you every single day in order for you to win. And Akashex is the largest, most powerful, and most successful trading academy in the industry. And absolutely no one or nothing is going to stop us from accomplishing our goals. Do you hear me? Are you following what I am saying? Because now it's time to turn it up. Now it's time for you guys to seriously develop and become six-figure earners, because I promise you, every leader is going to pour into you the same way they were poured into to create the success that they've created. This is not a joke, guys. This is not a drill. This is real life, and we're about to take things to the next level, guys. I'm super excited. I'm blessed. I'm honored. And none of this would be possible without, obviously, our amazing and powerful founders, Josh and Jenna Zweigel, both incredible people who have made all of this possible for us to find a place where we could genuinely plant our flags and win. Obviously, huge shout out to Matthew Thayer, my sponsor. He's the person who showed me this business. I'm eternally grateful for him. Obviously, Joey Wilson for coming in and adding his pizzazz and making sure that we can go ahead and build this thing to new heights. And for every leader, Lizanne, Clifford, Armin, Andre, Darren Dix, Wesley. I can't even think of everybody right now, but you guys are all an incredible part of this journey, and I'm so excited that we get to do this together. So guys, before I go ahead and unveil our new call schedule, can you guys do me a favor and just like some fire emojis in the chat box, because I want to see who's ready to see our new weekly schedule, guys. I need this chat box to freeze. Like, I need there to be so much energy in this chat box that Zoom doesn't even know what to do with there we go. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Light it up in the chat box, because this is what's going to take us to the next level. This is what's going to allow you to empower yourself to be the best version of who you are and how you're going to completely demolish your goals for 2025 and beyond. So guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and unveil this schedule. I'm super excited for this. It's life-changing information. And this is how you guys are going to go 6 figures or bust. Okay, guys? So every single week, this will be our schedule. Keep in mind, things can and obviously will change. We'll always update you on everything. And I'm going to show you how you can stay in tune with everything and how you guys can stay connected. Okay? So first of all, this is the schedule right here. Okay, guys? On Mondays, we're going to have our launch pad at 4 p.m. EST. Guys, when the times change, okay, this is going to scale back to either 3 p.m. EST or 9 p.m. UK. Just a little disclaimer. But on Mondays, we're going to have a launch pad. This is where all of your new customers and affiliates need to hop on so that they can be onboarded properly, to understand the system so that they can actually go out there and not be confused. The reality is, guys, when you onboard something and they're confused, confused people do nothing. So step one is we have to eliminate all the confusion. We have to set the foundation for people to understand that trading is a journey, not a destination. That being a profitable network marketing is not just one place, okay, guys? It's a journey, and we're going to help you get there. Tuesday, how to become a six-figure earner. We're going to give you trainings on how to actually become a six-figure earner, what that means, how you can be inspired to become a six-figure earner, what it entails to do that, the skills needed for you to get there. On Wednesdays, we're going to have our bulletproof mindset calls, guys. We're going to go do a deep dive in telling you how to have a resilient mind, how to put your brain in a position to change and to think more abundantly, because 85% of success, if you ask me, it's probably more like 95% of success is all about the thoughts between your ears. How are you actually learning this information, and what type of thoughts are happening between your ears? How are you talking to yourself? What type of information are you relaying to yourself? Then obviously we have our Road to Super Affiliate with Matthew and Joey. That's obviously going to be on our schedule. Thursdays is Chart Talk. One of our amazing educators or one of our amazing affiliates who's an awesome trader is going to hop on with you every Thursday and do some basics, some intro trading. Because, guys, as much as we're here for network marketing and to build a business, we can't lose sight of what's driving this business, which is trading. We never, ever, 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 ever want a six-figure earner in our company who doesn't know how to make money in the markets. I'm being honest with you. I don't ever want to be like those top leaders in other companies. You ask them to pull up meta quotes. They don't even know what meta quotes is. They don't know how to draw a trend line. They don't understand supply and demand. They don't know order blocks. They don't know the Liberty strategy. They don't know how to pass a challenge account. We're not doing that here, guys. This is 2025, okay? We want our leaders to be a product of the product. So we're going to make sure that you guys can make money from the skill set. Guys, drop skill set in the chat box if you understand where we're going. Exactly. We cannot be looking goofy out here, okay, guys? So skill set is what we want you guys to have. Guys, Fridays, look, I believe everyone deserves a day of rest no matter what, okay? I don't take a day off, but you can take your day off on Friday, but that's your chance to connect with your team. That's your chance to do your own call with your team. That's your chance to pick up the phone and call your leaders and say, hey, how's your team doing? What's going on with this person? What can I do to help you? Okay. That's what's going to happen on Fridays. That's your day. Okay. Saturday, one Saturday a month, we're going to do an Elevate and Ignite call. So basically, the first Saturday after the month is over, we're going to do a call. Myself, Maddie, Joey, all the leaders, we're going to do a recognition rally. Everybody who hit ranks the month before, payouts. This is going to be a huge call for everybody to show up to. And we're going to not only inspire you and get you prepared for the month that's here now. So if March is over, now we're in April, but it's to recap what we did in March, to celebrate success, and to really drive it home why we're doing this business, why we're all here together. And every Sunday, guys, we're going to do a boiler room. What's really cool about the boiler room is this is something I used to do for my team, and it's a great call. You know, you get on a call on Sunday, you play 1 hour of GoPro or building an empire, some personal development call together on a Zoom. And this is where everyone hops on the Zoom together as a family, okay? And we write our goals for the week. We start prospecting while we're on this Zoom. And you use the chat box to say, hey, you know, I have someone who's ready to get on a three-way call. Who's available? Simon will say, hey, I'm available. He'll go do a three-way call with you on the spot. But this is where we get our house in order. The Sunday call is so important because you're starting your week off right. You're not losing sight of why you're here. And at the end of the day, guys, this is our schedule. I'm super excited about this. And look, guys, our marketing is amazing. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys how we can stay connected through this process, okay? So I want everyone, no one to write in the chat box right now. Nobody write in the chat box. And what we're going to do is I'm going to drop the updates channel, okay, guys, for you to basically be able to join the updates channel so that you can stay connected with all the calls and everything that's happening, okay? So what I want everybody to do, there we go. It's right there in the chat box. Armin just dropped it. I want everybody to click on that link, okay? I want everybody to click on that link. and I want you to join this group. This is not like a chat. It's connected to the One Mission chat, so you could join the discussion if you want to. But again, it's literally just for you to be able to get access to the updates, because sometimes in a chat, there's so much chatter, you might not see what's going to happen. So we're going to keep this very organized. How it's going to work is on Sundays, we're going to send a picture of the schedule and say, hey, this is the schedule for the week. Monday morning, we're going to say, hey, team, we have 2 calls lined up for today. This is the Zoom link for both calls. We'll see you on this call and this call. Same thing for Tuesday, same thing for Wednesday, same thing for Thursday, same thing for Saturday, Sunday, and so on and so forth. Now, I want to give you guys some feedback, okay? Joining these calls is an option. Nobody, like, we're not your boss. We're not going to stand over you and say, hey, Jay, you need to be on this call. It's not how this industry works. You're in business for yourself. But the beautiful thing is you're not in business by yourself. That's the whole point of network marketing. But the reality is 80% of the battle is showing up. So you have to turn up to these calls. There needs to be triple digits on every single one of these calls that we do in order for this to make sense, not just for our presenters and our trainers, but for you. It has to make sense for you as well. And the reason why it has to make sense for you as well is because if you join a call that has 2 people on it versus a call that has 200 people on it, the energy is high. You're with more people. It's like you're showing up to an event and you're hearing powerful information and you get to learn from some of the best in the industry. And you do not want to miss out on your chance of winning with everyone, because rising tides raises all ships. So my recommendation to you guys is do not miss any of these calls. Like I said, 80% of the battle is showing up, but I want to just leave you with this, guys. If you were consistent, okay, you will get it. And if you're persistent, you will keep it. The reason why I say this is because it was these calls that turned people in my organizations that had no business being in business into 6-figure earners. This type of schedule is what creates leadership. Now, if you want to be a leader and if you truly want to change the trajectory of your 2025, I'm going to ask you guys to do me a favor, okay? We're going to open up the chat box and I want everybody to let me know, are you all in or are you all out? I want to see in the chat box if you are all in or all out. Let's go. This is the level of commitment that we need to see as a family so that we know we're in this together. I'm super grateful. I'm excited, guys, and I need to get myself out of the way because there's some incredible people who really do need to kind of come on this call and talk a little bit about, this entire process. So guys, you're going to be hearing from some of the leaders that are part of this process with us. They're going to explain to you, what you're going to learn from them, how you could take advantage of them, in terms of building and network marketing and trading and all that kind of stuff. But they're all going to explain to you the power of personal development and how we can help you guys grow. And we're doing this all totally for free for every single person to win within our community of Akashic. So guys, I'm going to bring up Armin Tabrizi, our crypto trader, guys. I love this guy. I've known him for, a little bit over 3 years. He's an amazing trader. He's done some incredible stuff in the crypto space. He's created multiple 6-figure earners with the skill set, guys. Like he's got some crazy success stories, about his mentees and his students who have really, created some amazing income for themselves. And as you guys heard yesterday with our partnership with Zeus Trader, we'll be able to, hop on Armin's automated trading system and we'll be able to copy his trades. And I'm super excited about that. So I can't wait. So Armin, bro, the floor is yours, my friend.
Damn, what a call. What a call. What's up, team? Can you guys see me well? See me in 4K? Are we good? Yes? Perfect. So, listen, I'm not going to take too long. We have amazing leaders on the call, and you guys must hear from them, okay? And Ali kind of walked through everything that I was going to basically say the same thing and what we are going to do in the calls and all that. But here's what I want you guys to understand, and this is very important, and I know leaders won't tell you this, but I'll tell you guys this. So, look at Ali, look at Simon, look at Jay, look at Josh, look at Wesley. Now, understand one thing about these individuals. When they started the industry, they came up independent. They had no one to hold their hands. They had no systems to say, you know what, Ali, go to these calls on weekly basis and learn the skill set. And I know this because I've talked to these individuals and I know them. Understand? So it took them years to build the skill set up. Now, I was talking to Ali 2 weeks ago and he's like, bro, we need 100,000 active members in Akashics by the end of this year. I'm like, okay, how are we going to do that? He's like, the leaders are running good. The leaders are amazing. They all have their own powers. You know, the way I look at this is like fighting. The way I look at everything is like fighting. Every leader, they have their own perks. There's something they're really good at. Do we all agree on this? Yes or yes? So I'm like, okay, bro, you want to do this. We are all good at certain things. How is this going to work? He's like, bro, the only way we can do this is if all the leaders are on the same page and we all unite. See, this showed me how selfless he was, right? Because if Ali was selfish, he would be like, no, I'm only going to do my organization, only my tree, only my line, and we're going to do this and run it. But he's like, no, we want Akashics to win because we understand one thing. If you win, I win. And if I win, you win. Understand that, my friends. All right? Because I know a lot of times in this industry, I've seen it so many times when you see a star rising, you feel inadequate and you want to pull them down. But you got to understand one thing. We are in an industry that if the bigger I get, the bigger you get. It's just simple as that. And to prove this, here's what we did. We all got together as leaders and we said, you know what? Bro, this is what I'm good at. Simon said, this is what I'm good at. Josh said, I can bring this to the table. So we are like, let's all unite and build an unbeatable team. And when I say unbeatable, I mean it. Here's how. How many, I want to have a chat with you guys before I go off. I really want to know this, yeah? Because I want to see if my thoughts were correct or not. How many of you guys feel like when you started in this industry, if you had a call, if you had a website that walked you up your first 7 days in Akashics, how cool would that be in trading? If there's a system that walks you 7 days, your first 7 days, and here's how your first 7 days is. Day 1, this is what you do, this is your assignment, completed. Day 2, this is what you do, this is your assignment, completed. So once you achieve day 7, you let your upline know, you get added to special things. And my friends, understand one thing. With this one mission channel that we have, I'm going to personally make sure we have some extra sauce in there when it comes down to trading. You all know Abed, yeah? You all know he's in our team. You all know Joel. He's in our team. I'm here. So who's to say we won't light this up? Who is to say we won't send extra stuff here? You know what I mean? Because you know what I feel like? I feel like the culture we should build should be like, if someone looks from outside, they should be like, you know what? I don't know what I have to be in that team. And that comes from the way we carry ourselves in social media, in calls, around leaders, and all that. Understand? So my friends, I'm super excited because this is going to be life-changing for a lot of you guys. 200 six-figure earners by the end of 2025. Let's make it happen. Back to you guys.
Amazing, bro. That was beautiful. I really appreciate you, bro. That was, I love what you said there, bro. 200 six-figure earners. We're going to make it happen. I think it's just the beginning. And who wants some extra sauce, guys? Drop some 777s if you want some extra sauce. Let's go. All right, guys. So I'm going to bring up our next trainer. It's going to be part of the system with us, guys. I'm going to bring up Mr. Jay Patno. So one of the things I really like about Jay is he's always like so cool, calm, and collected. You know, he kind of reminds me of Chance the Rapper a little bit. You know, he's just got that smooth vibe about him, and you know, it's just very easy to talk to him. And he's a team player. You know, like he's such a team player. Like anybody can reach out to him and ask him for anything, and he'll be there. And the one thing I love about him is like, he'll never just give you an answer to give you an answer. He's gonna go find the right answer and make sure he delivers it in a way that can help you, you know? So yeah, Jay the rapper. So he's an incredible guy. He's got a big heart. He's gonna speak for a few minutes about, you know, why he's excited about this, what you're gonna learn from him. Jay, I'm gonna go ahead and pass it over to you before this chat box gets a little too crazy.
I appreciate it, Ali. I appreciate the love. Yes, my mixtape is dropping soon, so make sure you guys are all ready for it. No jokes, but welcome everybody. You know, this is absolutely insane. I don't have to say too much. I can just tell you over my career, having a system that is not only as crazy as this, but unified in this way causes waves. You know, I can guarantee you that throughout my whole entire career, we've had systems, right? We've built systems, we've done different things as individuals, but as a team and as a unit, all getting on the same wavelength, it is going to be absolutely game changing. I mean, when I first got started in this industry, my biggest thing was I wanted to learn from so many different people. And obviously, we all know we've been working with whoever our individual leaders are. You hear a lot from them, right? And their knowledge is vast and it's amazing. But being able to pick the brain of different people with different styles, different trading styles, leadership styles, different ways of inviting, different ways of motivation, different ways of inspiring people, different speaking ways, right, is absolutely game changing. Because you will now be able to pick and choose the best from every single person. Everybody has a strength and everybody has maybe things that aren't so strong. And so now being able to pick all the strengths from all of your, your favorite and best leaders within the entire company is going to be absolutely game changing. And I'm super excited to, share some of the stuff that I have, but also to be able to learn from all the other leaders within the company and all the up and coming leaders and hear how you guys have done it and what's happening and what you guys have done to scale and grow and whatnot. And it's only going to make every single person better. So I want you guys to know it is not very common that all of the top leadership within the company is unified in this way. So I am very grateful because I've definitely been in deals where everybody only does their own thing and nobody wants to help one another. And it's all very us versus you. And now that it's just us against the world, it's a beautiful thing to go ahead and see. And one thing that I'll give you guys before I leave, you're going to learn so much. You're going to have so many opportunities to learn. So one, be immersed. But at the end of the day, when you're learning, learn with the purpose, because to learn and to know and to not do is the same as not knowing at all. So it's not knowledge that's power, right? Knowing isn't power, but applied knowledge is power. So everything that you learn, everything that you hear, everything that you take in, make sure you actually utilize it, and it will truly get your game to the next level. Because we're not telling you things that we haven't done before. We're telling you things that have been tried and true from us, and not only us, because we learned it from somewhere, from others all around the world, and then it's helped them succeed. And I'm just excited to see all the people crush it, because 250K, affiliates by the end of the year, oh, that's already done. I think we might need to go to 400 or 500, right? So I'm excited. I appreciate it, guys, and looking forward to seeing all of your beautiful faces more and more every single week.
Thank you so much, Jay. I appreciate you, bro. Beautifully said. You're a rock star, man. I can't wait to see you guys smash 250, hit 500. Really, really exciting stuff. Guys, I'm super pumped up to bring up our next speaker. Guys, listen. This guy came in, and him and his team just set this fire and like an explosion off in our company. And like, we just didn't know how to keep up with it. It was crazy, and he's an amazing leader and somebody who works very hard for his team day in and day out. And there's not one thing that he does without his team in mind. And I don't know, it's just really hard to describe this person, because not only is he like an incredible leader, but he's like, as a human being, like he's just amazing. I mean, the way he is with his kids, his family, how he is with his team, everybody in his organization is just so blessed and honored to have him, part of their team. And look, he's got a large team, so I don't want to put too much pressure on him, to have him come into our system. But I think it's so important for us to learn from him, because his leadership style is excellence. Like, that's how I view it at the end of the day. So guys, I want you to light it up in the chat box for our next speaker, Mr. 500K affiliate, Simon Kallenberger. My brother, the floor is yours.
So welcome to this call. I'm really grateful to be here on this call and that we put together this table. So I want to tell you a true story. When I was stuck in my business and when I had some troubles in my business, And the people in my organization, they had their troubles, and we couldn't grow anymore. I always asked my mentor, what can I do to help my team? Do I have to motivate them? Do I have to do anything else? And he always said to me, your team needs inspiration and not motivation. Because with inspiration, you can learn how to motivate yourself. And that was crazy for me. So today, I want to talk about, for example, the brainwash. People out of the network marketing world, they are talking bad about the brainwash, but with the media, with social media, I think everyone is brainwashed every day. So with inspiring you, with the system, with personal development, I think we can wash your brain. And I mean, think of your clothes. If you bring them to your wash machine, they are dirty. After you are washing it, it's clean again. So we want to clean your mind, because if you have a clean mind, you can see your future again. You can see where you want to go. And I think that's very important for you, that you have clear in mind where do you want to go. And I think with inspiration, you will always have the ability to motivate yourself to go forward and to inspire other people, because with these calls, after these calls, you can call your team partners, you can give them the light, you can help them to inspire them. And if you are a person of value, the people in your team will get a person of value. And if you are a person of value, your team will grow again, because you can inspire other people. And I think if you inspire a person who is not in your organization, maybe they will not start directly. I think the fortune is in the follow-up. So you need maybe a second contact, a third contact, a fourth contact. But if you inspire them, they will think of you maybe 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks later again, because they have always you in your mind. So it's very important to learn how to inspire people, and we will give you the ability to get inspired, and with that you can inspire others, and with that we can grow like a big team with 250 Ks. I'm ready for it. And with that being said, I want to give it up to Ali, and thank you for being on this call.
My brother, thank you so much. I genuinely appreciate, your energy here. I appreciate you just being part of our community. I have no words for you and your team. And that was so powerful, bro. Like what you just said about, the fortune is in the follow-up, and how to fully understand that the thoughts between your ears, the 6 inches right here, is the most powerful tool you possess. And it can either create you in the best version of yourself, or it could actually destroy you. And there's an audio that I listen to every day by Bob Proctor. It's on Spotify. Once we get into this, I'll share it and you guys can listen to it. And it's just so powerful what happens when you truly understand, how powerful the mind is. So I'm excited about that, guys. So I'm gonna bring up our next speaker here. And again, all of these people will be training on our system, but I want you guys to hear from someone who I think is very special. I think this person is probably one of the most, how can I put it? He's probably got the most value to give, but I feel like a lot of people haven't seen him or heard him in action yet. And one thing that impresses me about him is he's able to create movements and waves behind the scenes. Look, they already know who I'm going to say. Like this guy, like I respect his leadership tremendously. I respect his training style. I respect his community that he's built. He doesn't care if there's 2 people in front of him or 2,000 people in front of him. He says everything with chest. The energy is the energy. So I'm really excited to bring this guy up, because the movement that he's creating out there in Canada is an amazing movement. And he's got teams all across the world, in the Caribbean. He's making teams in the US, in Europe, UK. So I'm excited for this person. I'm excited for you guys to see him level up on his journey, on his way to becoming a 500K affiliate, super affiliate, while he's training you guys on his journey to becoming one of the top leaders in this company. So guys, do me a favor, without further ado, light it up in the chat box for Mr. Andre Gordon, my brother. The floor is yours.
For a second, bro, I'm like, who is he talking about? Wow, who's he talking about? Waiting for the good-looking compliment or something. But no, honestly, guys, go ahead, put some ones in the chat box for this amazing call that we got going on right now. This is amazing. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm excited because I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this. I think this is exactly what everybody needs. I think it's exactly what Akash X needs. This is exactly what the profession needs, right? Now, real quickly, I'm not going to spend too much time talking about the system because I think, you know, I can't compete to what Simon just said. That he hit it right on the nail, like ding. But I want to give you guys an idea, you know, of what to expect on these calls, especially when you're tuning into trainings, right? I always tell people when it comes to trainings and it comes to building a big organization, sometimes you have to look back at your own belief system and understand where you currently are. You know, I think some of us on this call, we come into Akash X and maybe you've never done network marketing before, right? So you're looking at all the big success stories and you're wondering, can I do it? Some of you are looking at people left and right. You're watching people fly through the ranks fast and you're trying to figure out, why am I still at 1K affiliate? Why can't I go 3 and 3? And I want to give you guys a little bit of a secret of some of the stuff we're going to be talking about on this call, on these calls. So I'm already going to put you in student mode, grab paper and pen, and I want you to write this down. CVR, culture, vision, and results. Okay? Culture, vision, and results. Now, why is this important? I want you to understand, you know, the culture that you create within your organization is going to be powerful. But at the same time, we as One Mission have a culture of development. We have a culture of growth. In your specific group, you might have a culture of tap to trade. You might have a culture of liberty. You might have a culture of fun, and it's okay. But you got to understand, what is the culture that you are creating? Now, more importantly, what is the culture you're portraying on social media that you're welcoming people into? And that leads into vision, right? We're going to be talking a lot about the vision. You guys know One Mission is the mantra, right? One mission, help as many people as we possibly can. But the vision as a whole of what we're looking to do, guys, is 200 new six-figure earners this year, okay? Type the word 200 for me in the chat box. 200 six-figure earners. You see, when Ollie and I were talking, we're like, yo, we got to really, you know, develop within. Let's help that newest person that has no belief, that has never made money in the profession. Let's help them go to 6 figures. So I'm so happy that, you know, everyone came on board because, you know, we did a free trial with Jay and Josh a couple months back, and that was fire. A social media training from Wes like last week or 2 weeks ago, fire. Simon came in the company, set it off. We already know what Armin is doing on the crypto side, setting it off. But it's going to take all of us coming together. So vision is very important, right? And then R is the results. Guys, on these trainings, we're going to be talking to you a little bit more in depth than just, you know, some people like, I'm posting my results on social media. Why can't I get recruits? Why can't I get enrollments? I want you to understand, results go bigger than just the money. It's the mental growth, the mental results. People on social media don't just want to see you making money. They want to see you grow. Have you become a different person? Through our calls, through our system, through our training, we're going to teach you guys on how to grow and become a better person. I believe if you become a better person, that is the best result of them all, and you will attract everybody that you're supposed to attract into your business. So, Ollie, I appreciate you. Back to you, my brother.
Bro, I love it. I love your training style. I love the way Andre trains. If this is the first time you ever heard Andre speak, drop a 333 in the chat box, and then let me know by dropping a 777 in the chat box if you're going to go all in with Andre Gordon, because this guy is a legend. Okay, guys, he's an incredible trainer. I love the way he teaches. I love his energy. Amazing guy. And on top of that, personally, he's an amazing human being. Like, this guy is really fun to hang out with. You know, I was actually in Toronto, and we were trying, me, him, and Armin were trying to secure a deal, and we left, and we got stuck in some pretty hefty traffic. And look, we knew that the person we were supposed to meet, there's like a 99% chance that they've left, because we were stuck in traffic for 2 hours to go see this person. And like, literally, we still went to the place. We walked into the lobby, and I actually have a picture of these guys standing in the lobby. Like, here, let me actually pull it up. They're like just kind of staring into space because they're like, what just happened, you know? And it's a funny story, but the reality is, guys, this is what it takes to build this business. It's not just the work. Like he said, it's the culture, right? It's the vision. It's how are you actually, you know, getting the information out there and making sure that people are like learning with you and working with you and actually seeing some success within your organization, within your systems. And I'm just really excited that, you know, we all have a chance to kind of work together. I can't find this damn picture in my phone, but it's really funny. So anyway, guys, that was a quick story about that. I do want to bring up, we have 2 more speakers, guys, and then we'll wrap this thing up. But I want everybody to stay on to the very end because there's a few things I want to go over with you, and there's something I want us to do together. So, guys, I'm going to bring up our next speaker. Our next speaker is somebody who I respect tremendously. You know, this is a guy I've known for probably like 2.5 years now. And, you know, we were cross lines in another company together. And then again, you know, after I left my previous company, shortly after he joined that company, and we just kind of stayed connected. We met for the first time, I believe it was like May or June of last year in Dubai. We went to the world famous Kana Cafe. If you've ever been to the UAE, that's like the MLM meetup spot. That's where you go to, you know, close leaders and do some MLM magic. And we met there. We had some conversations, and it was really good meeting him. And I'm just excited that he's here. You know, he came in, smashed 50K, going to close out 100K this month. And I'm really excited for this partnership. But the one thing I love about this guy is he's a dynamic leader. He leads from the heart. He goes hard for his team. And, you know, I just can't wait for you guys to learn from him and for him to really elevate inside our ecosystem and bring our brand to the next level. So, guys, what I want you to do is I want you to light up the chat box with some fire emojis for our future 100K affiliate. Guys, give it up for Wesley, my brother. The floor is yours.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, guys. I'm so excited to be here. And honestly, I can't wait for this. I mean, guys, did you look at the speakers today? You know, Josh, we had Jay, Simon, Darren, Andre, Armin, Ollie. Honestly, look at that setup, guys. It's like the freaking how do you call that these superheroes again, guys? How do you call these superheroes? I'm not a Marvel fan. How do you call these superheroes again? The Avengers, exactly. Yeah, it's like the Avengers, like a superhero squad. Right? And let me tell you guys one thing. Like, if you guys want to know how to become a six-figure earner, what about you learn from six-figure earners, right? So we have six-figure earners. We have these top leaders on these calls. And guys, to be honest, like, I'm not gonna say too much either. You guys heard everything already from the others. I'm just super excited. You know, I'm just super excited to learn from Simon, to learn from Armin, Andre, all of these other people that are on this call today, and that also will be added to calls like this, guys. I'm really, really excited. I want to know. I mean, guys, don't you guys want to know Simon his heck? How did he became a 500K super affiliate in 1 month? And I want to know what you guys are on in Germany. That's crazy, guys. I want to know that. And I want to learn how to create a culture, you know, like Andre just talked about. You know, I want to learn all that stuff. So if you guys are excited, guys, to be on these calls, I think we have like 6 or 7 calls a week. Guys, that's 6 or 7 hours out of your whole week. So what I would say to you is block these hours in your calendar straight away. Block them. Don't do anything else. Don't do any meetings. Make sure that you're on these calls, guys. I'm super, 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 super hyped to be learning from all these leaders. I'm super hyped to be seeing you guys. And let me see. You have 239 people on these calls. Guys, next week when we begin, I want to have these calls maxed out. I know if all of us, we promote that with our teams, guys, we can have 1,000 people on that call. We can have 1,000 people on this call for sure, easily. Done. So if you guys will help us together to get 1,000 people on this call from next week on, put a number 1,000 in the chat, guys. Put a number 1,000 in the chat if you guys are with us to put 1,000 people and above on these calls. Guys, I'm super excited one more time. I'm blessed to be here with you guys. I'm honored to be speaking together with so many legends on this call. So I can't wait. Let's get started and let's get the fun begin. Thank you so much, Ali. I appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much, man. I have so much love and respect for you, bro. And guys, you don't know this, but Wesley's feeling a little under the weather. So thank you so much for hopping on the call and really giving us your time, your effort, and your energy, guys. What a lineup, right? And think about this, guys. On top of that, guess what? Robert Hollis loves all of us. So when we want to hear from a $65 million earner, SVP from, you know, ACN, somebody who's made literally $65 million in his career, we can have him come on these calls and talk. We can reach out to Candice Bird Davis and she can come and do trainings. We can reach out to some of the most dynamic people in the company, and they can come and do trainings. And that's what's so amazing about our ecosystem in our community. So I'm really excited, guys. And I'm going to bring up our last speaker. I believe that's everybody for today. And I really appreciate the person who I'm going to bring up. And one of the reasons why I appreciate him is, you know, him and I are a lot alike. Like we don't leave any stones unturned. We overanalyze everything. We look at everything from a perspective of what are other people going to think when they see this flyer or when they see this story or when they see this rank up? How are they going to perceive it? What is the perceived value on the other side of this training, right? And it's those attentions to detail that makes the dream work, you know? Anybody could come and create hype and fire from the hip. Anyone can do that. But at the end of the day, that only lasts so long. When you can assemble a team like this of leaders with no ego, all of us listen to each other. We work together. There's no ego in this at all. Everybody here respects everybody. And when you can add people like the person who's about to come in here and speak, who knows systems, who knows processes, who knows how to get the ball moving, who knows the nuts and bolts trainings that people need to hear, and someone who's not afraid to speak about what's best for the field, that's how you know you have an incredible leader. So guys, I want to bring up our next speaker. He's a 100K affiliate, him and his partner, but he's about to go 250K affiliate. I think it's going to happen this month, guys. I think it's going to happen this month. Like I was talking to them last night, and I think it's very, very close. So hopefully they can squeeze it out. Guys, give it up for our friend, our mentor, amazing leader, 100K affiliate, Josh Amundsen, my brother. The floor is yours.
Awesome. Should I spotlight myself? All right, cool. Well, Ali, I appreciate you, man. And obviously everybody who's on this call. I appreciate everyone who obviously stayed on. I know Ali has some good, important information at the end, but you know, Ali, I just want to give it to you, man. I mean, you're really like the glue in all of this. I remember you hit me up. You're like, we got to build a system. We got to create one. We got to unify. And I totally agree with that, man. So I just want to, you know, give you your flowers and appreciate you a ton. You do so much for Akashex, and it's unbelievable. I've known you for about 8-ish months. And I remember I met you in a massive, massive mansion in Las Vegas. And I was like, me and this guy are going to be good friends. So I appreciate you. And I loved hearing from all the leaders, but you know, just to kind of dive into it, my name's Josh Amundsen, for those of you who don't know who I am. And I've been in the industry for 7 years now. Jay Patnode's my business partner. I'm out here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin to do an event right now. But what I'll say about this system is, you know, I've been in other companies, like, you know, Jay was saying, and some other people where, you know, you're like looking at all the other, you know, top earners, and none of them work together. They all have their own systems. They all have their own calls. They're not unified at all. And a lot of them don't even like each other. And so what I truly believe, I learned this 7 years ago. Literally, it was my first month in the business. Unity is key. Unity is key, right? I heard this quote when I first got in the industry. Literally, I'm so glad I heard this my first month. If you want to be a 6-figure earner, build your team. If you want to be a 7-figure earner, build the company. Right? So that's why we're working together to create more leaders, to create more top earners, to help more people, you know, break out of whatever, you know, situation they're in. Right? And so a rising tide raises all ships. This is literally going to help every single person on here. What I like to call this system, and obviously Wesley said it, you know, very, very well. He said, put this in your calendar, right? These are business hours. These are business hours, right? You have to, you know, it's kind of a double-edged sword, this quote, but you got to treat this like a business. But most people aren't used to being a business owner when they first get in. So when I first started in this business, I treated it like a job, right? But you got to understand, these are the hours of the business. If you want to have success, you have to be on the call, right? Who's heard the quote, staying close to the fire? Drop a 1 in the chat. Anybody heard staying close to the fire before? That quote is extremely true, right? Joey Wilson was my first mentor in this industry, right? Very first one. You know, I got very lucky with that. He said, what happens, you know, when you bring a log up to a fire, right? I got to confirm my speaking language real quick. What happens when you bring a log up to a fire? It catches fire, right? But what happens if the log obviously goes away from the fire, right? Or if it's a wet log, you know, it goes out with the flame. You can bring it back to the fire though to catch yourself, you know, and get yourself going, right? If you feel like you're fading out of your hustle, if you feel like you're fading away from your goals, it's probably because you're not showing up to calls. It's probably because you're not plugged into a system with other people vibrating high and winning at a really, really big level. Okay. So really the goal of these calls, guys, is to fill each other's cups up. All I wanted when I got in the industry, I was just like, somebody tell me what I got to do to win. But guess what? There really wasn't anybody telling me. So I had to go find and search to the ends of the planet to figure this business out. We're doing these calls to literally just give you all the information you need every single week, right? So I'm super, super excited. Here's the end goal. Here's the end goal of the system, okay? To get as many of you on this call to be training on these calls. We want you guys to eventually be training on these calls, right? We want to put you in the spotlight. We want you to be able to help your organizations and everyone inside this business, right? So it's not just going to be us training forever. I want to see as many people on here go out, build their business, create a success story, right? Get a testimony and start training the entire community of Akashas, because I guarantee there's a lot of people on this call that can teach us stuff that we do not know. So I'm really, really excited, guys. I'm excited to watch a lot of new leaders plug in. Make sure you're always telling new people in the business, here's our business hours. Here's our schedule. Put this in your Google Calendar, right? Our team has a shared Google Calendar link, and you guys can create one. Share it with everyone in your organization so everyone knows what it is. But feel free to always reach out to me, everyone on this call. I love helping any single person out on here. I've been on the call with a lot of these leaders, and you know, I'm always open arms, man. So I appreciate, you know, every single person on here, and I'll pass it back to you, Ollie.
Beautiful, bro. Thank you so much. I really appreciate what you said on this call tonight, guys. Do me a favor, light it up in the chat box for Josh Amundsen. One of the main reasons why, like I said, I love and adore him is because his leadership style is all about the nuts and bolts. No matter how excited he gets or no matter how much fire he's delivering, he never forgets, you know, the hot button issues and the things that need to be done so you guys can scale. So guys, we're going to drop this in the updates channel. Make sure that you guys keep the schedule, put it in your calendar, set notifications, and really make something incredible happen. Now, I want to talk real quick before we wrap this thing up and just tell you a little bit about my vision, okay? I really want to drive this home. My vision, Maddie's vision, Joey's vision, and all of us that you just heard tonight, our vision, yes, of course, it's to create 200 new six-figure earners in 2025. That's a wrap. That's already done. We're doing that. But the overarching mission here is to build something that's timeless, to build something that's great, to build something that we all can look at and be absolutely proud of. You know, I love this industry, guys. And yes, there's a ton of money to make in this space. There really is. And there's so many ways to help people make money. I'm not here for money. Guys, there's opportunities out there where I don't need to do a Zoom and I could go make money. But this to me is about creating something that's bigger than myself. It's creating a ladder that goes back to the next person who can create their own system and their own economy and their own legacy within an ecosystem that makes sense. This is the only industry in the world where you could work your ass off for 3 years and make more money than a doctor who takes them 15 years to finally get to where they need to go. And that's if you're in America. Most doctors in other countries don't even make that type of money. And, you know, my mindset has always been with my team. I'll never forget from the trainings that I used to do when I first got started in the industry, my motto always used to be, all of you can quit. I'd still be right here doing the same damn thing. That's the mentality that all of you need to have. That's the only way this is going to work. You got to be all in or all out. This is the only way you are going to achieve your dreams. When I speak to people, they look at me like I'm crazy because they cannot fathom that the life I have is actually the life that I have. They imagine I tell them my dreams, they would want to put me in a mental asylum, but they can't understand what we're doing here, why it's so great, why it's so amazing. And regardless of what happens, guys, any adversity that faces you, you have to have that thick skin, that rhino skin, and power through the challenges and the hardships, because you're never, ever, ever going to get to your final goal without taking a couple blows. Nobody gets into the cage. Nobody gets into a boxing ring. Nobody gets into a wrestling match. Nobody gets into any competition without taking a few L's, without getting hit a couple times, without a couple bruises. It's going to happen. It's part of the process. Okay. And the reality is, all of us have a chance. Every single person on this call has a chance to be the greatest to ever do it in this industry. Someone on this call right now is the next $1 million Hall of Famer. I guarantee you this. I guarantee you someone on this webinar is the next most dynamic MLM trainer in the industry. Guys, we have conventions happening this year. You want to speak on stage? You want to be recognized? You want to stand there and say, hey, I stand here before you as a brand new 500K affiliate. Do you want that opportunity to get there in front of thousands of people and speak and tell your story? If so, this is it. This is your moment. This is your chance. And this is why the system is so important. Repetition is the mother of retention. Duplication is the father of precision. And we are going to win together as a family. I'm super excited about what we have going on here. The last thing I want to do real quick is show you guys this. So guys, tomorrow and Sunday, we have this boot camp, okay? With all of our amazing educators, Gustavo, Joel, Brent, Rich, all of the amazing educators are going to come on here, and they're doing a free open to the public. I'm going to say that again, a free open to the public boot camp starting at 2 p.m. EST. Okay, guys? And you're going to want to invite your guests to these 2 calls. Why? Because they're going to get exposed to what it is here in Akashex, and it's going to make your chances of enrolling them much higher. So guys, we need to get 500 to 1,000 people on both of these calls. Let's pack this baby out. The link is in the updates groups. It's in the Akashex Trade Alerts channel. Armin, promote that one more time in the Akashex Telegram channel so people can have that as well. And guys, let's light it up. What I want to do before everyone leaves is I want to allow everyone to unmute their mics, but don't unmute your mic yet. Okay, guys? What I want to do is I want to get a badass recording. So everybody get your phones out, because I want you guys to post this on your stories. Okay. What I want everybody to do is, when I say 3, I'm going to allow everyone to unmute themselves. But when I go 1, 2, 3, everyone unmute your mics and say 1 mission for life. Okay. So I'm going to unpin. I'm going to remove my spotlight. We're going to go to gallery view. All right, guys. So I'm going to unmute I'm going to unmute. 1, 2, 3, 1 mission for life, guys. Get hype. Post that on your stories. Tell people why this is the best team in the industry. Let's get hype. Let's pretend we're all in person together. Let's make some magic happen. So guys, ready? 1, get your phones ready. 2, unmute your mics. 3,
One mission for
One
life.
mission for life.
Mission for life.
One mission.
let's go. Let's go. I love you guys.
One mission for life.
One mission for life.
One mission.
One mission.
One mission. One mission.
For life.
One mission.
Let's get it.
Go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I love you guys like crazy. Let's make some. I appreciate you guys. We'll catch you on the next one. Take care and stay blessed. Peace.